everybody! Today the Bookworms are going to be reading Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Once upon a time, there lived a young princess named Snow White. Her stepmother, the queen, was jealous of Snow White's beauty, so she forced her to work as a servant. But the other servants and her animal friends loved her, even though she was dressed in rags. One day, as she was drawing water from the well, Snow White sang a song about the man she loved. As she sang, of her hope that he would find her someday, she saw another face reflected in the water of the well. The face belonged to a handsome prince who had heard her singing and climbed over the courtyard wall. Startled, Snow White fled to her balcony, where she listened to his song. The queen saw Snow White with her prince, and she was madly jealous. She rushed to her magic mirror and cried, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest one of all?" The mirror replied, "Her lips blood red, her hair like night, her skin like snow, her name Snow White." The queen was furious. She summoned her huntsmen and said, "Tomorrow at dawn take Snow White deep into the forest, then kill her, and bring back her heart in this golden box to prove that you have obeyed me." Concealing his happiness, the huntsman agreed to do as she said. The next morning, the huntsman invited Snow White to take a walk in the forest. Snow White was delighted to have a rest from her daily work. She said to him, "Perhaps the queen likes me after all. I shall bring her a bouquet of flowers." She started picking them and went deeper and deeper into the forest. Suddenly, the huntsman stood over her. Snow White was startled. "What's wrong?" she asked him. The huntsman fell to his knees and told her what the queen had ordered. "I can't do it," he sobbed. "You must run away and hide in the forest. I shall kill a deer and put its heart in the box. The queen will never find out." There was no time to lose. Snow White thanked the huntsman for sparing her life and ran off into the forest. It seemed as if even the trees were trying to reach out and grab her. Finally, she could run no more. She fell to the ground and burst into tears, remembering her prince. "He'll look for me, and if he doesn't find me, he'll go away forever," Snow White sobbed. Then she looked up to see dozens of tiny blinking lights. They were the eyes of her friends, the little forest creatures who had come to help her. Snow White sat and wiped away her tears. She was surrounded by rabbits, chipmunks, squirrels, and even a little deer. "Oh, thank you for cheering me up," said the princess. "I wish you could help me find a place to stay." The animals began to tug at Snow White's skirt, leading her through the forest to a sunny clearing. There in the clearing was a delightful cottage. Snow White was very happy, but when she peeked inside, she cried, "Oh my! Look at the cobwebs and dust! Perhaps I'll just tidy up a bit." With that, not only Snow White, but the animals too began dusting and sweeping. Later, Snow White went upstairs where she found 7 small beds lined up in a row. Each bed had a name on it: Bashful, Happy, Dopey, Grumpy, Sneezy, Sleepy, and Doc. She was feeling very tired, so she lay down. "I'll just take a short nap," she said. When the dwarfs who lived in the house returned, they knew at once that something had happened. They tiptoed upstairs to their bedroom. In all the excitement, Sneezy sneezed very loudly, and Snow White sat up with a start. The dwarfs were no longer frightened when she saw such a lovely girl. Snow White introduced herself and told them her story. The dwarfs were shocked by what she told them, and they all decided that she should stay. All of them except Grumpy, that is, who always found out something to complain about. It was dinner time at the dwarf's house, and 7 hungry little men rushed toward the table. Snow White asked them to line up. "First, show me your hands," she said. "I knew there'd be trouble," mumbled Grumpy. As the dwarfs looked at each other's hands, but no one paid any attention to him. "Look at those dirty hands and fingernails," said Snow White. "No one sits down at the table with hands like those. Off you go," she said, pointing towards the wash basin. All the dwarfs went and washed. Then they came back to the table to eat the delicious dinner Snow White had prepared for them. Later that evening, the dwarfs took out their instruments. They were going to have a party for Snow White. Meanwhile, the huntsman had brought the queen her golden box containing the heart of a doe. Again, she asked her magic mirror who was the fairest one of all. The faithful mirror replied that the fairest was still Snow White, who was now living with the seven dwarfs. On hearing these words, the queen was furious. The queen went to a secret room and prepared a magic potion to change her appearance, so that Snow White would not recognize her. The potion worked and the queen was transformed. She had lost all her teeth and her nose was long and crooked. She had become an ugly old witch. Then the queen took a juicy red apple and dipped it into a steaming pot of boiling poison. One bite of this fruit and she will sleep forever. Then we'll see who was the most beautiful in the kingdom, hissed the wicked queen. The next day, before setting off for work at their diamond mine, the seven dwarfs lined up for inspection. Snow White looked at their spotless hands and faces and rewarded each dwarf with a kiss. Dopey got a special kiss on the top of his shiny head. When the dwarfs had gone, Snow White began to prepare a special treat for them. "I'm going to make a pie," she told her animal friends who had come to visit. They watched attentively. Hearing footsteps outside, Snow White went to the window and saw an old woman. She looked so ragged and poor that Snow White felt sorry for her and asked if she could be any of help. "I can see that you're very kind," said the old woman. "Here, take this lovely apple. It's a present." The birds and the other animals who were watching flew into a panic. They knew that the old woman was really the wicked queen, the birds flapping angrily around her head while the others went to get the dwarves. The animals ran like the wind to the diamond mine where the dwarfs were working, but it was too late. Snow White had eaten part of the apple. She felt dizzy as if the room were spinning, and she fell to the floor. "Aha!" the wicked witch cackled with glee. "So, my pretty little princess, did you enjoy your apple?" "Ha ha ha!" The old woman's evil laugh echoed through the little house. Then she rushed into the forest saying, "My magic mirror will tell me the truth. Now we'll see who's the fairest one of all." The dwarfs, riding the deer, sped toward their house. "I see her! There's the wicked queen!" cried Grumpy. The dwarfs followed the queen to a huge cliff. She had climbed to the top and was trying to push a gigantic boulder on top of them. Rain poured down and the sky filled with the sound of thunder. As the enormous stone began to move, there was a deafening crash. A powerful bolt of lightning split the air and threw the witch off balance. She fell backward into the dark abyss. When the weary dwarfs returned home, they found Snow White lying on the floor as if she were dead. They built a special crystal coffin for her so that they could see her lovely face, and placed it in the woods where her animal friends could see her too. Day after day, the sad dwarfs visited her, each one wishing deep in his heart that she would wake up. One day, the dwarfs heard the sound of hoofbeats, and Snow White's handsome prince rode into the clearing. The prince jumped off his horse and ran to the coffin. He lifted the lid and gently kissed Snow White's pale lips. She opened her eyes. "It's you, my prince," she murmured softly. The prince gathered her in his arms, and shouts of joy rang out among the dwarfs. Snow White was alive. Snow White looked at all of them. "I must go away with my prince, but I will never forget you. You'll be in my heart." Then the prince led Snow White away on his white horse to his palace high on a hill. There they lived happily ever after. That's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more read-alongs. Until next time, bye!